The tension between Ukraine's NATO aspirations and the alliance's cautious stance has reached a pivotal moment. On Tuesday, NATO Secretary-General Mark Rutte sidestepped questions about Ukraine's potential membership, emphasizing that the immediate priority should be strengthening Ukraine's position in future peace talks with Russia.
The front is not moving eastwards, it is slowly moving westwards. So we have to make sure that Ukraine gets into a position of strength, and then it should be the Ukrainian government to decide on the next steps in terms of opening peace talks and how to conduct them.
As Russian forces intensify their offensive across Ukraine, Kyiv increasingly demands NATO membership as a guarantee of long-term security. Despite President Volodymyr Zelensky's calls for NATO membership to end the war, Rutte's comments reflect NATO's reluctance to move forward with Ukraine's bid. His remarks came ahead of a NATO foreign ministers meeting, where Ukraine's NATO membership was not on the agenda. Ukraine has reaffirmed its stance, rejecting alternatives to full NATO membership. The Foreign Ministry cited the 1994 Budapest Memorandum, where Ukraine gave up its nuclear arsenal for security guarantees. Kyiv criticized the short-sightedness of that agreement, reiterating that only NATO membership can provide the security it seeks, with Zelensky stressing that NATO must extend to Ukraine within its internationally recognized borders. Speaking to Sky News, Zelensky argued that recognizing occupied Ukrainian territories as Russian would violate Ukraine's constitution. He believes NATO membership would help de-escalate the conflict, allowing for diplomatic negotiations over contested territories.
The invitation must be given to Ukraine within its internationally recognized border. You can't give invitation to just one part of a country. Why? Because thus you would recognize that Ukraine is only that territory of Ukraine and the other one is Russia. So legally, by law, we have no right to recognize the occupied territory as territory of Russia. And here we must not make any mistake. But if we want to stop the hot stage of the war, we should take under NATO umbrella the territory of Ukraine that we have under our control.
While reluctant to offer membership, Rutte has shown that NATO stands firmly with Ukraine. In an interview with the Financial Times, Rutte warned U.S. President-elect Donald Trump that the U.S. would face a dire threat from China, Iran, and North Korea if Ukraine is forced into a peace deal favorable to Moscow. Rutte made his case to Trump, stressing that deeper ties between U.S. adversaries would jeopardize American security. He pointed to Russia's missile technology sales to North Korea and financial aid to Iran as examples, also warning that a poor deal for Ukraine could embolden Chinese President Xi Jinping regarding Taiwan.
Whenever we get to a deal on Ukraine, it has to be a good deal. Because what we can never have is high-fiving Kim Jong-un's and Xi Jinping and whoever else thinking that it is a bad deal. Because that might get other people think about what they could do. So this is crucial for our defense, not only here in Europe, but also the US, the Indo-Pacific, and the Euro-Atlantic.
Mark Rutte revealed that he made these points directly to Trump during their meeting in Florida on November 22nd, urging him to remain committed to NATO and continue supporting Ukraine, warning of broader security risks if Kyiv is abandoned.